Okay, here's what how I want to approach the Broncos with you.
We were on it.
Because I feel like we have to be hard on them for some bad decision makings as an organization over the last few years. All the money they're spending, obviously the Russell Wilson debacle, they took some lumps. Even just
$90 million in cap space lumps, Diana. Not just some lumps.
That's not a lump. That's like a
$90 million
watermelon.
in dead cap space.
Yet here they are. And look, it just goes to show you, and I wrote about it in my column on Saturday. You look back at last year at this Broncos team where they got absolutely embarrassed and smoked against the Dolphins, right? Remember they threw up 70 on them?
Oh, yeah, 70.
And
I saw you did the win-loss, like different. Yeah.
Did you like that?
Good. Of course I liked.
Thank you. Yeah, because sometimes the best way to try to figure out what a team is doing moving forward is to see what they did historically. So I just went back and actually it was an owner that I was having a conversation with at the league meeting that had me think about doing this of like, where were the Broncos a year and a half ago to where they're at now? And well, they were getting embarrassed, right? And they didn't panic. They didn't fire Vance Joseph. Sean Payton didn't lose his mind. He didn't bench people. It was, let's stay the course. And now here we are, and the Broncos could be dancing with a rookie quarterback that no one saw coming, right? Just how happy does this team have to be? It's easily one of the best stories in football this year. Just knowing just where we were and how much they look as confident, and some would say arrogant, Sean Payton was about drafting Bo Nix and all the stories that came out. He was right. He nailed this.
Yeah, he really did. Look, the Broncos, I believe in Vegas were 5.5 wins, and they have almost doubled that right now through 14 games with a rookie quarterback. Oh, and by the way, that rookie quarterback was the 6th quarterback taken in the draft, and with $90 million of dead cap space taken up. Like the coaching job needs to go down in the books for this, because look, last week Bo Nix probably, it's hard to say. He probably played his worst game of the year. 3 interceptions, I don't know, through two touchdowns. But that defense, hey, what did they do? They picked your quarterback up. This defensive Vance Joseph, we were there in training camp. We saw it. 5 takeaways. So they're finding ways to win. And in my opinion, it was the biggest game in the last few years for the Broncos in terms of AFC. They are right in I think they're like a 91% playoff percentage make now with that win over the Colts. They just stuck with it. They played a really poor first half. They played a lot better in the second half. They got a brutal stretch coming up, right? They end with the Chiefs. I think that Chiefs game at the end of the year, I think it's week 18, is going to be huge.
They almost got them.
But they're building momentum. And I think that's what Sean Payton wants. Even this year, no matter what happens, if they make the playoffs, it is an overwhelming success. Everyone's excited about it. And then you go out and you get some more receivers on the back end next year for Bo Nix to throw to. So not only do you have your quarterback of the future, Diana, Sean Payton should get votes for Coach of the Year, but also you've doubled Vegas's win total, and you have a really good defensive coordinator in defense. So, like, it's amazing. You get some of that cap space back. It's an overwhelming win of a year for Sean Payton and the Broncos.
Again, you have to be critical of some of it, but then you have to give them their flowers for managing all this and figuring out a way to turn this around. And like you said, it is a surprise. Especially, there were also people doubting Payton's ability of like, does he still have it?
Get out of here.
Guess who still got it? You referenced my thing that I mentioned in the column, and I didn't want to leave you guys listening hanging there. We were talking about how the Dolphins absolutely destroyed the Broncos 70-20, and the stat we were talking about here is in the year plus since, things haven't exactly played out as we've all expected. Since that game, okay, the Dolphins are 500 at 14-14, including a playoff loss, and obviously struggling with consistency. Then you got the Broncos. They've bounced back with a vengeance, going 17-11 since.
Jeez.
Right? So you just...
70 burger, got them right.
Yep. It's a nice NFL lesson, right? The highs aren't as high as they seem. The lows aren't as low as they always seem. steady, right? Chase teaches me this all. Chase is always the one telling me.
It's all about the process, not about the result. The results will come, Diana.
Correct. Thanks for tuning into Scoop City. If you want to hear more, make sure you like and subscribe. We drop our new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.